Paul, it's all Paul's fault. All right, let's call to order the Sparks City Council meeting for Monday, May 11th with a roll call.
Mayor Lawson.
Here.
Council members Abbott.
Here.
Vanderwell.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Bybee.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
City Attorney Duncan. City Manager Louthan.
Here.
We do have a quorum. Thank you.
Okay, move on to the invocation. City Attorney Duncan, are you going to do that for us? Thank you.
Lord God, we are just thankful to be here today. Lord, thank you for so much for the weather and just the refreshing nature that spring gives to us. Lord, your word says that you're compassionate, you're merciful, you're slow to get angry, and you're filled with unfailing love. And God, I just pray that we would be reminded of who you are in creation. Pray you give wisdom to this council today as they're making decisions that impact the community. And Lord, you're ultimately in control, and we love you. And we just say these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Ms. Vanderwell, will you lead us in the pledge?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on to public comment. And I know that we've got a bunch of leaders from the chamber up here, so I'm going to call you up in two groups. We got Becky Hall, Arlie Dukin, Arcee. I'm screwing it all up. Christina York and Nicole Plankus. All right. So you've got 3 minutes. Mayor, make it green. There we go.
Well, thank you for having us today. My name is Becky Hall. I'm the Community Engagement Manager at the Nevada Mining Association, and we are in the best class ever of the 2026 Reno Sparks Chamber. And we just want to say thank you for all you do for the community.
Hi, I'm RC. I work for the Reno Sparks Convention Visitors Authority. I work in finance.
I'm Christina York. I work for Charles River Laboratories. So we're pharmaceutical research. We employ almost 800 people now in the city of Reno.
And hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Flingus. I work at Tom Clark Solutions as a lobbyist. I have the honor of being in the leadership program as well as representing the Reno Sparks Chamber. So we get to deal with all of the fun policy coming through for your constituents as well. And I recently just joined the Washoe County Parks Board and got to work with some of the wonderful people part of Sparks as well as we talk about consolidating the parks in the Parks District. So very fun getting a little glimpse of what you do every day. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, next group from the chamber. Katie Jo Collier, Mary Jo Smart Pinocchio, Samantha. Help me out with the last name, Samantha.
I didn't forget this again.
Okay. Erica Beach and Caroline Anchorman. Who's going to speak for that group?
I will start us off. So my name is Katie Jo Collier. I work with NV Energy, also a part of the Reno Sparks Chamber, Class of 2026. And I will hand it over to Mary Jo.
Hi, my name is Mary Jo Smart Pinocchio. I'm a 6-year associate at Fenimore Craig. I do commercial litigation, which encompasses business disputes, intellectual property, all that good stuff.
And I'm Samantha Eigenman. I work for PBS Reno, and I'm the Community Partnership Director. And I connect corporate leaders and community organizations with all of our education and event opportunities. Erica?
All right, my name is Erica Beach. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources at Eldorado Circus and Silver Legacy. We employ about 2,400 employees in Reno. I'll go ahead and pass it off.
Hi, my name is Caroline Ackerman. I'm the Manager of Communications and Public Affairs at Renown Health. I've been there for a little over 6 years now, and I've been a lifelong proud resident of Reno Sparks. Thank you for having us today.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Luz. I'm the Nevada State Bank Branch Manager at West Liberty. New to the area. from Colorado, not one of those others. And look, first time into a situation like this, so also at the Leadership Chamber.
Thank you guys for being here. As and I don't know if I mentioned it to your class when I spoke, but these people, you're the future of Reno and Sparks. You're the business leaders that are gonna lead us into the future. So enjoy your time together because you are gonna run into each other again and again.
Thank
And
you.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll move into our regular. And if you guys don't want to stay, you're more than welcome to bail out now. Or if you want to stay, you're more than welcome to stay too. All right, let's start with Michael Nolan, followed by Gerald Werner.
Good afternoon, Mayor Lawson, City Council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Michael Nolan, and I've been a resident of Wingfield Springs for over 20 years. I am here to respectfully but firmly oppose the proposed rezoning that would allow building over 700 new homes in our community. When my neighbors and I chose to move to Wingfield Springs, it was presented as a planned community, defined by open space, lakes, and numerous natural surroundings. This is not incidental. It was the foundation of the community identity that was the key reason for our decision to buy homes and live there. Quoting from the original Wingfield Springs handbook, the developer is the entity planning the general plan and scheme for the property, as well as providing the preservation and enhancement of the property values, annuities, and accoutrements. I'll get back to that later. Community features include extensive network of over 350 acres of open space, parks, pedestrian trails, and wildlife and historic features. I looked up accoutrements because I couldn't, what does that mean? And in context, it means the overall package that gives the community value. It also means including features, benefits, and rights that come with owning property there. So what they sold us was what we expect. The proposal that before you is a fundamental shift away from that vision. It is not a small adjustment. It's a major increase in density that will permanently change the character of the area. Once that change is made, it can't be undone. Beyond character of the community, there are also other practical concerns, especially traffic and infrastructure. As a real estate broker, I see firsthand how community consistency in planning directly impacts property values and buyer confidence. Approving this rezoning would be a terrible precedent. Planned communities benefit, particularly on trust, and residents made long-term decisions that are with a clear understanding of how the properties and land was going to be used. If these expectations can be changed after the fact, what planning commitments can be relied upon in the future? Finally, if any development were to move forward, which I strongly oppose, it is essential that the developer, not the residents, be fully responsible for all infrastructure improvements required to support it. Done?
Thank you.
Thank you.
3 minutes goes quick, doesn't it?
Yep.
Gerald Werner, followed by Steve McKirk.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and Council.
You can have a seat if you'd like.
All right.
Sometimes it's easier for the microphone to hear you when you're sitting.
Right. I'm speaking on the same issue as Mr. Nolan. There's probably an endless supply of people from the west of us who would love to move here. This is a great community. But if we keep building and they keep coming, what is the ultimate impact? Growth is great until it isn't. Rush hour delays already on I-80, Pyramid Highway are now routine. Add to that what's already underway in terms of construction on Wingfield Road, Pyramid Highway, it's only going to get worse. News on the radio just a few days ago says there's going to be a commission, or a commission is under consideration to study this matter of I-80 and pyramid congestion. Really, though, the horse is out of the barn. Growth is exceeding our infrastructure. Closer to home, Vista Boulevard is becoming more like Pyramid Highway. Rush hour delays owing to continued growth on this corridor. What else is impacted by this rapid growth? We don't know, but there's water considerations, gas, electric, ecology, wildlife, and Nevadans' way of life. So where are we going? Is there a plan? Red Hawk Land Company, mostly a builder, owns the lakes and golf courses. Now, builders, they see open spaces like fairways as golden opportunities to, well, make money, lots of money. Lakes course now, hills course later. Forget about golf, forget about open spaces and the ecology. And what's the builder's track record? Just have to Google the company and the owners and you'll see it's not a pretty picture. The proposed plan will destroy the essence of what makes Wingfield special: openness, harmony with nature, and recreation. All gone in the blink of a bad decision. You can expect probably another 800 to 900 cars will accompany the 600 homes and apartments planned to be built on this property. Add that to the foothills expansion, and it becomes a severe problem. Traffic forecast for Wingfield streets and Vista Boulevard is a nightmare in the making. The city's denial of this project should be a slam dunk, consistent with its past traffic rulings right here in Wingfield Parkway and Sierra Del Rey, something about traffic lights being too close together. And of course, the added congestion on Vista Boulevard. Seems to me it's time to tap the brakes, develop a master plan that provides infrastructure to accommodate growth where feasible, and protect those already here.
Thank you. Steve McQuirk, followed by Larry Nibble.
Hello, Mayor, council members, and city staff. My name is Steve McQuirk, and I am the District Manager of Collections at Waste Management. In short, if it goes into a green container or one of our WM trucks, that's my responsibility. Today, I'm excited to share some key updates that reflect our ongoing partnership with the City of Sparks. I'm proud to first highlight our collaboration with the city's Parks Department, specifically with Mark Reynolds and Nancy O'Connor. Our teams have been working closely together to improve services in the parks throughout the city. Thanks to strong communication between our teams, we've been able to exchange outdated containers and make real-time routing decisions to ensure the city's parks are clean and safe. WM also partners with Sparks Fire to support the green waste removal efforts throughout the city. This program is a critical component of the fire fuel mitigation efforts. Sparks is a city that thrives on events, from hot August nights, the rib cook-off, to concerts at the Nugget Event Center. Our crews are always working behind the scenes to make sure that waste is managed seamlessly. We coordinate bin delivery and removal around the clock, navigating street closures, and even the occasional creative parking situation that can block our access. Our goal is to keep Sparks clean and welcoming no matter the occasion. Starting this week, residential customers will receive their quarterly billing statements, which also contains hazardous household waste voucher for the disposal of up to 50 pounds of material at no cost to them. This is possible through WM's partnership with Graymar Environmental, and instructions are provided within that voucher. The insert also includes information notifying residents who are 70 years or older that they may qualify for a discounted senior rate. Another new program under the agreement with the City of Sparks and WM allows residents who cannot afford trash service a year of no-charge trash removal. Eligibility is income-based and applicants must qualify at 150% of the federal poverty level. Applications for both programs are accepted at our customer service office, which is at 100 Vassar Street in Reno. Additional disposal options include extra waste stickers, 4 free transfer station visits per year, and temporary dumpsters for larger projects to support affordability, environmental protection, and responsible waste management in our community. Finally, I'd like to add on a personal note that I am attending the Reno Sparks Chamber Leadership Class of 2026. I didn't join my group because I didn't want to take away from their introductions, but it is the best class ever, which they talked about. And Ann Silver and her team put on a great program, and I'm really honored to be a part of it. Thank you for your time and continued partnership.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Larry Dibble, followed by Walt Rosenberg.
Good afternoon, and thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm here with I'm a resident of Wingfield Springs. I'm a technical risk management professional with 30 years of experience, and I have several documents on file already with the city and the Planning Commission regarding this issue. So I'm here to address the critical operational failure in the proposed redevelopment of the Red Hawk Golf Course. As currently presented, these amendments represent a significant institutional risk to the city of Sparks. The project record is technically incomplete and the fiscal impacts are dangerously deferred. We're not discussing mere details that can be sorted out later. We are discussing unmitigated liabilities to our infrastructure and public safety. So I've identified 4 primary strategic constraints that must be addressed before the body takes any action. First, there's a fragmented analysis. Developer has submitted 4 separate amendments reviewing these in isolation in a tactical error. And it's more of a ace card on their part, but it's more of an error for the city. The city must mandate a unified impact analysis to evaluate the aggregate strain on our community. Number 2, the fiscal opacity. There's no clear disclosure regarding the long-term impact on the city road fund. Without a viable binding fund plan, the city is effectively shifting future infrastructure costs from the developer onto the existing taxpayer base. This is fiscal liability we cannot accept. Public safety constraints. We lack written enforceable confirmation of capacity from fire, EMS, and the Washoe County School District. Approval today constitutes, or in the future, constitutes a premature commitment of public resources without basic due diligence. And lastly, traffic and safety risk. The current traffic data lacks independent peer-reviewed validation. A comprehensive unified study subject to a third-party audit is a prerequisite for maintaining public safety and operational viability in Wingfield Springs. A requested action from you is I formally request the council continue or deny these items. Approval at this stage is a move toward a failed state for our infrastructure. The city must halt advancement until a verifiable data-driven record exists. They require binding mitigation measures that are enforceable and not aspirational, and then also to prioritize the safety and fiscal health of current residents over the speculative goals of the developer. The burden of proof rests with the developer to show that this project is sustainable. To date, they have failed to meet that burden. I'd like to include these remarks in the official record for case numbers MPA 26-001, MPA 26-002, PD 26-001, and PD 26-002. It creates a major infrastructure deficiency. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, Walt Rosenberg, followed by Tracy Thomas.
Mayor Lawson, city council members, our esteemed clerks, and our city manager and our attorney. My name's Walt Rosenberg. I've been here a couple times, and I'm a proud disabled Vietnam veteran, and I'd like to praise our council member with a red paintbrush, because when you go down Belmar Drive, there's a crosswalk, and before the crosswalk was an empty space, and then beyond is a park on the right, and beyond is a traffic circle. And many times when I drove down Belmar, there'd be a truck or a camper or some large vehicle, not like a Volkswagen, where you couldn't see anyone trying to walk across the crosswalk. And so it was very dangerous for pedestrians. One time, a mother had a child and was holding the child by the hand, and I saw a child stick their head out. So I complained to our esteemed council member, Henderson, showed him pictures, and the next thing I knew, I don't know, it was a while later because it was in the middle of the winter and rain, but he had the curb painted red from the fire hydrant all the way down to the crosswalk, so no one could block the view of that crosswalk. And it's great because now people are safe crossing Belmar Drive. I'd like to thank our red-brushed council member Anderson for the work that he did in securing that to be painted. Thank you very much, Council Member Anderson. Thank you.
All right, Tracy Thomas, followed by Ginger Salvaggio.
Do I need to push anything? Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Thomas, and I am running for Council Ward 4. I am also a board director for the Stonebrook Community Association, which abuts the Wingfield on the west. While I have several concerns regarding their proposed changes, I'm also one of the residents that received one of their notices regarding their meeting on Wednesday. So our street is impacted by these changes as well. So there are several concerns regarding their proposed changes in Red Hawk. Oh, I'm just representing myself. I'm not representing the board at this time. But their changes are also impacting surrounding communities. So my concerns today have to do with the online request submitted by several residents over Red Hawk's refusal to address the public nuisance along the Orr Ditch, more specifically parcel number 522-01085. If they can't be responsive to the hazards their public sidewalk presents in community residents and have for years, I'm sure can't be much confidence in the response to future hazards. More troubling was the response from city staff. Our requests were summarily closed with the response that the property belonged to Red Hawk. This is not something we don't know. And our request was not for the city to repair or mitigate the hazards. Our requests were for the city to hold Red Hawk accountable for the nuisance according to Article 2 of the city's charter and Title 7 of its Code of Ordinances, more specifically described in Section 16. Subsection 5 of subsection 16 describes the process for notice of violations. So we are confused as to why the city is permitting a public nuisance to exist. So this is the sidewalk that it's a problem with. And this is just one example of about a half a dozen places in this sidewalk. And these panels of concrete wobble when you walk on them. It's not good. Neighbors have submitted pictures of their bruised faces from falling on these loose layers of sidewalk. It is a location that attracts and endangers the safety of not only minors, but also seniors. This is also the ditch that the city left behind dead vegetation and trees, along with a manhole cover right up in here, when they came through with the equipment to build the sewer access road along the Baldwin Farm. Baldwin Farm is right up here on the north. It is now a fire hazard waiting to happen with the homeless encampments increasing. Please check with your police department regarding our reports last week. Regency homeowners would be greatly appreciative of your prompt attention to these matters. Thank you.
All right, Ginger Salvaggio, and then followed by Gillian Bartlett.
Good afternoon, Mayor Lawson, Sparks City Council members, and our city clerks. Thank you for taking your time and having your presence today to listen to the voices of our community. I live in Wingfield Springs, and you've heard a few of my neighbors today speak on our original handbook, as well as the infrastructure and financial impact. So I just want to speak a little bit to experience of a community member. I moved to Wingfield back in 2002, and some of the things that drove us to look at that neighborhood as opposed to a different city in our county was the planned community, the open place that allowed for conservancy. Wildlife flourishes out there. It allowed for walking space, and it's just a visually stunning oasis. When you drive into our currently planned community, you experience a sense of calm and well-being, and that's because of the open spaces that's currently there. The proposed plan would replace much of this with high-density housing, putting stress on the infrastructure and forever changing the landscape. Our family had a difficult choice to make when work took us out of the state for a few years. Do we sell our house or keep it and return here? So we've recently returned back, and we believe, we believe in what was built out in Wingfield Springs. We believe what we were sold. We believe that, and what the city has continued to support during that time. And so we decided to keep the house and we moved back, but we have questioned our decision to continue pouring into the community even while we were away. This change is highly opposed, not only by myself, but by neighbors who are not able to make it during the workday to come speak here. So I implore you to consider not only the impact that this has on current residents, but on Sparks as a whole, should this jewel be traded for urban sprawl.
Thank you. Gillian Bartlett, followed by Ron Moreland.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us here today to express our views. I am also here to speak against the Wingfield planned community and the houses they want to build for two reasons. First of all, it changes the area significantly, and I don't feel like our infrastructure can handle it. I spent all of my life in Reno, but Sparks did a great job of wooing me out here as a new homeowner with my family because we had land and we were able to buy a bigger house. And in 2002, I moved to the Cimarron housing development. And it was exactly what you'd expect. It's a housing development. But I didn't stay there. After 5 years, when I was ready for my house that I love, which we're in right now, we moved to Wingfield because it was a planned golf community. And that community has walking paths. It had the school that my kids could go to right there in the neighborhood. It has wetlands. It has wildlife. I took my dog for a walk the other day. And as I was walking the dog on one of the walking paths, this bald eagle comes and lands on a tree right there. This will not happen if we turn all of that wetland and golf course into houses. We're going to lose that calm community that I stayed for. Friends and family live in Reno. They think I'm crazy to live all the way out in Wingfield, which leads me to my second point, which is our infrastructure. And I'm sure if you live out there or anywhere, you're noticing that our roads are really impacted. We have two main ways out that I take, Vista and Sparks Boulevard. Sparks Boulevard is currently chewed up, and Vista is USA Parkway. I caught an airplane the other day at 4:30 in the morning, and people were already lined up on Vista to go out to work. We can't handle more traffic. I also understand the sewer in our area is almost at capacity. I happen to live not so far from the bridge that they would have to rip up. So then I would be taking Pyramid all the way around, all to stay in what was sold to me as a beautiful golf planned community. And I feel like if we take the short-term development bucks, we're going to be changing something in Sparks that we don't have in other places. And instead of having this community, we're going to end up with that urban sprawl. And finally, I did work as a teacher out there, and I did work before they did some rezoning. And I was there when it was multi-track. And I had to move my classroom every 3 months, and my students moved. And we were 800 plus students. Our schools can't handle it out there. It would just change everything. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Ron Moreland, followed by Marie Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. My name is Ron Moreland, and I want to thank the mayor and the council for giving me a little time here. I'm here to speak against the Red Hawk development. Basically, what I'm going to talk about is the open space that was provided to the community, especially in the 94 master plan community documents. I realize that housing is important and we need more, but I question whether the Red Hawk Golf Course is the place to do that. If you approve the Lakes course being used, you know they're going to be right back again when they want to do the Hills course. So it's going to have a huge impact on the community, and I hope you realize that as you're considering this in the future. I guess the last thing I want to point out is that if development is so important, why not start selling city parks to put houses on? Because that's kind of what you're doing here if you approve it. As this is open space, we thought we'd have. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Marie Rodriguez, followed by David Hendricks.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Council members. I'm actually here with an invitation. Next month on Saturday, June 6th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the Sierra Arts Foundation has a literary community, the Sierra Arts Literary Community, and it will be our second annual book fest. Last year, we had our first book fest, and I want to say thank you to Councilmember Abbott and Rodriguez for supporting it, and for you guys for awarding us a proclamation that day. It was well attended, and we hope that this one is attended with even more of you perhaps coming by and supporting it. If the community isn't aware, the Sierra Arts Literary Community actually has a bookstore inside the depot in Victorian Square. It's a bookstore that has books from local authors from the Reno Sparks and actually all of Northern Nevada area. And so basically that's all I want to do was invite you to this book fest. It's a family event. It is free. There's going to be a lot of activities for the family. A lot of local authors will be there, and other nonprofit literary supporting organizations will be there. So hope to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. David Hendricks.
Thank you, Mayor, and the City Council members and the rest of the team for allowing us to speak today. My name's David Hendricks. My wife and I have lived in Wingfield Springs since 2000, and then we recently built our forever home on the golf course in 2024. We've raised our 3 children in the area and have actively participated in the community through the schools, sports leagues, our church, and then we actually owned a small business in the Reno area here for about 8 years back in the 2000s. We're huge proponents of the Wingfield Springs lifestyle and are vehemently opposed to the additional homes that are being proposed. The 2015 amended Wingfield Springs Development Agreement Handbook clearly documents a firm overall density cap and specific land designations. On page I-12, it clearly states residential, non-residential density may also be transferred between development parcels, providing the transfer does not conflict with the general intent or specific conditions described in the development handbook and does not exceed the approved project unit count. So that's, to me, a pretty cut and dried kind of piece that's there. So that's certainly a concern with mine. In addition to my concerns about not following the handbook, I've spent the other 30 years of my career in mining and have developed a lot of projects in Nevada and throughout the world. I don't believe that let me put it this way. I have grave concerns that the detailed review necessary to measure and mitigate the impacts of the water table and the floodplain have not been completed and reviewed. My understanding is that those Wingfield Springs wetlands would be considered navigable, having dealt with that a number of times in the state of Nevada on different projects, and therefore any impact changing the associated waterway and flood control would need approval of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which I don't believe has been part of the work that's been done at this point in time. And I think that's something that would need to be done to make sure that the flood control in the area is taken care of with those changes. I thank you for your consideration and appreciate all your time today.
Thank you. All right, that's the last comment card I have. Does anyone in the audience wish to speak under public comment? All right, if not, I'm going to bring it back to the dais. Move on to approval of the agenda. Anyone want to move anything around? If not, I'm looking for a motion. Mr. Anderson.
Move to approve the agenda as submitted.
Mr. Rodriguez.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Move on to approval of the minutes. Anybody have any changes? If not, looking for a motion. Mr. Abbott.
I move to approve the minutes of the Sparks City Council meeting for April 27th, 2026.
Ms. Bybee.
I'll second that motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. All right, 7.1, Boards and commissions vacancy announcement, Mr. Manager.
It's going to be
Madam
Madam
Clerk.
Clerk today.
Madam, one of you guys over there.
We Rochambeau, I lost.
Okay.
All right, we have 3 vacancies on the Sparks Recreation Commission, each for a 3-year term. Members must be a resident of Sparks or have a valid Sparks business license, and applications will be accepted until May 15th, 2026 at 5 p.m.
7.2.
The Sparks Civil Service Commission has 2 vacancies, each for a 3-year term. Members must be Sparks residents. Members cannot be a city employee, a member of the city council, or appointed to another board or commission of the city, or related to one within the 3rd degree of consanguinity. Applications will be accepted until May 15th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Persons interested in serving on these committees should complete a community services application online at the city's website, www.cityofsparks.us/get involved. Simply complete the volunteer application form and hit submit. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All right, 7.3, National Public Works Week. Do we have anyone from Public Works here? Thought I saw a couple of you guys. Come on down. Come on, Mark, they're just being shy. Bring one of them at least.
They are shy, Mayor. They're used to hiding in the shadows, not working up front.
All right, who has that proclamation?
I do, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whereas public works professionals are essential to building and maintaining the infrastructure, facilities, and services that support the health, safety, and quality of life for the people of Sparks. And whereas engineers, managers, and skilled workers across both public and private sectors work every day to improve our roads, water systems, public buildings, and more, contributing to a strong and resilient community. And whereas public works maintenance plays a vital role in ensuring the smooth operation and safety of our community by providing essential services, including road maintenance, facility upkeep, and infrastructure repair, demonstrating unwavering dedication to the well-being of all residents. And whereas the dedicated professionals at the Truckee Meadows Water Reclamation Facility play a critical role in protecting public health and the environment through the safe and efficient treatment of wastewater for the city of Sparks and the region. And whereas greater awareness and understanding of public works programs benefit residents of all ages and help foster appreciation for the important work done behind the scenes. And whereas the American Public Works Association has designated the theme for 2026 as Rooted in Service, Powered by Community, highlighting the dedication of public works professionals whose essential services strengthen neighborhoods, support daily life, and help communities thrive. Now, therefore, I, Ed Lawson, Mayor of the City of Sparks, Nevada, do hereby proclaim the week of May 17th through the 23rd, 2026, National Public Works Week, and encourage all residents to recognize the dedication of our public works team and celebrate their vital role in keeping the city of Sparks running strong.
Before I introduce these
First,
gentlemen,
you got to give us your name.
Mark Anderson, Public Works
Thank
Manager.
you.
I was getting there, Mayor.
All right.
I was going to say, my responsibility is not all of public works within the city of Sparks, but it is maintenance within the city of Sparks. And so if I could, I'd like to give a couple high-level units of what these gentlemen, I don't think we have any ladies here right now. Actually, we have one sitting over here, she's hiding, but what they're responsible for in their daily tasks. And so just some high-level numbers. In our fleet system, our mechanics maintain 629 pieces of equipment, trucks, ambulance, fire trucks, police cars, loaders, all the above. Our streets crew maintain 370 center lane miles of curb, gutter, sidewalk, and roadway. 370 miles is enough to get you all the way to San Francisco, so it's a big undertaking for these guys. In our sewer department, 405 miles of sewer lines. 10,000 manholes and 10 sewer lift stations. Our effluent team maintains 59 miles of effluent utility pipe. Storm drains is 250 miles of storm drain, 43 miles of open ditches, and 9 storm drain lift stations. In facilities, they maintain 50 structures. So we have one person assigned to graffiti. In traffic signals, 115 traffic signals. We have 3 office support staff And that is all maintained by 65 people. So. Well done. Thank you. I just wanted to give you that high level, and I'll let these guys introduce themselves and give us a little bit of what you do.
I'm Daniel Deal. I work in the streets department for the last 10 years here. I grew up in Sparks, so it's pretty cool for me to be able to work where I grew up and all my family. I mean, of course, they're always telling me wherever they see a pothole or, but it's pretty cool.
You and me both. We've got millions of people watching us on YouTube, so
Oh, yeah.
don't be shy.
We can't be shy, right? Well, I'm Leo Alveria Arciniega Gutierrez. I believe I'm going to start my second year working for the city next month. But I just work with the sewers department, so mainly we just maintain making sure that all the sewer pipes are in good shape. If not, then we immediately report it. But I just want to say that I grew up here since I was, I want to say 4 or 5. I came here from originally Mexico, lived in Reno for a year or two, then came to Sparks. I do want to say that the community I grew up with is incredible. I'm really happy to see that there has been a lot of work being done and being a lot of voices heard overall. And that I'm genuinely appreciative of being able to be a part of this community, and be able to help improve and contribute to the community that I've grew up with a lot. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michael Knowles. I've been a member of the street department for 4 years last January. Soon here, I'll be 2 years a full-timer employee with City of Sparks. I was contracted for a while. It's been a privilege to work amongst the crew. It's been a pretty small crew for the time I've been a part of it, but we've managed a lot of streets, a lot of potholes, a lot of sidewalks, and it's just a privilege to be able to maintain all these structures that we know people travel on, walk on, ride bicycles on every day. So a lot of people come out and support us and thank us for the work we're doing, and makes the day go by a lot easier. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jim Bass. I've been in the city for 25 years. I've done storm drain lead, sewer lead. I've worked all through the city. Probably almost every department except a couple. So just doing what I do. But it's one of those, it's a passion and you have to love it. You have to be helpful, you have to be grateful, you have to be this, you have to be that, just to control with the public, trying to deal with the public, doing everything that we need to do. So I've been having fun for 25 years.
Thank you.
My name is Juan Rios. I started with the city as a manpower employee, as a temp agency, been 4 years. I've been with parks, streets, and then I've been with those, and then 4 years now, I've been with the sewers department, and I've been with drains department as well. And I'm happy and I'm grateful that I got this job working for City of Sparks. Thank you.
You brought a speech with you.
For later. I'm not going to spoil it. It's coming later. Don't worry. Good afternoon, Mayor, council members. I gotta just really hand it to every single person that you just heard right now, plus the other 60 or so that weren't able to show up. I could vouch for them when I say they are true rock stars. And as the safety coordinator for the Community Services Department, I'm honored. They make my job enjoyable, and you see their passion out there on the streets. You see it out there cleaning up the parks. They're not faking it. They mean it. So to be have a proclamation like this, it's an honor to be here today. So thank you for that.
Mayor and council members, my name is Casey Bond. I'm the Assistant Public Works Manager. Been with the city for over 22 years. Started as a maintenance worker and worked my way through the maintenance department. And I can say, as Kyle said, this group is the hardest working group I've been around. I'd put that team up against anybody else for the amount of work that they get done with this small group that we have is a pretty amazing feat. And they do it safely and respectfully to the public. And I know for myself, seeing the public enjoy and get to use the services that we provide is one of the best things about working for the city. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And mine comes later.
Have anything else to add, Mark?
No, sir. Thank you for giving us the time.
So I just want to say, this is the group of people that touches every citizen's life every single day. As soon as you go out in public, there's something that they've worked on that's made your life better. And you can see the passion, and that's cool to see. Get me all choked up here. Thank you, guys. Ms. Bybee.
I just want to thank you all. It really is, you're the unsung heroes. And especially, we're reminded about that when we have a big snowstorm or we have, tons of weeds that I'm always complaining about because I'm getting people complaining to me. But when there are, major events that we know you guys are out, as well as people don't think about every day, all the things that you're doing, whether it's our parks, the sewer lines, water, all the things, the maintenance that you, on our equipment, people forget about that. And that really is the heart of what this city is. And I think that you are truly the hardest working department in the city. I might have other departments that beg to differ, but really I think you guys are. And just know how much you are appreciated every single day. And even more so with our recent budget issues and challenges is we are running lean and mean. And you know that every day because you don't have the staffing that we really would like to give you, as well as all of our departments, because our budget's so tight. And I appreciate the fact that you guys still great attitudes and you continue to do the hard work of probably 1.5 people now instead of just one person. We've added to that. So thank you for everything you do. Much appreciated.
Anyone else? Donald?
Yeah. I just want to thank you all for your time. Many a times that I've came down and done a cool ride along and checked out something new and different that we all take for granted of some of the work that y'all do, of fixing the potholes, of plowing the streets. I know you're Mr. Sparks Boulevard is what I call you, up and down every time it snows. But just thank you all for doing what you do, and everyone else that's not here today. It takes a big team, and thank you, Mark, for your leadership of helping make it all come together.
Mr. Anderson.
Mark, thanks for bringing some of the team in and letting us meet them. Wish we could have met all 65. But thank you guys for being here. You heard at the beginning, I got credit for painting a curb. And I just want to make it clear, I thank you for giving me the kudos, but it's folks like this that are actually the ones out there getting the work done. And you guys are amazing day in and day out.
You have anything, Joe?
I know you guys are probably feeling awkward standing up, so I was going to say ditto, let you get your photo, and just thank you guys for everything you guys do. Thank you.
Okay, let's get a picture so we can post it for our millions of viewers on YouTube. Come over here, guys, and Julie's going to take your picture. Yeah. You wish you would have brought your comb with you now. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to Educator Appreciation Month. Do we have anyone here for that? Anyone? Anybody around here for educator? Hi, Adam.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
We're going to read you a proclamation and then we'll let you speak.
Awesome. So whereas educators play a fundamental role in shaping the future by inspiring students to achieve their highest potential, and whereas educators dedicate their time, energy, and expertise to fostering a love of learning, critical thinking, and personal growth among students of all backgrounds and abilities. And whereas educators often go beyond their professional duties, serving as mentors, counselors, and role models who provide guidance and encouragement inside and outside the classroom. And whereas the impact of a dedicated educator extends far beyond a single school year, influencing students for a lifetime and strengthening the entire community. And whereas the educators have demonstrated extraordinary resilience and adaptability in the face of technological change, evolving educational standards, and unprecedented challenges. And whereas it is fitting to recognize and express deep gratitude for the contributions of educators in our community and beyond. And whereas the Sparks City Council honors and expresses profound appreciation for educators in our schools and educational institutions. And whereas the Sparks City Council acknowledges the invaluable contributions of educators in shaping the future of our community and supports efforts that promote educational excellence. And whereas the Sparks City Council encourages residents to express gratitude to educators and support their ongoing efforts to foster knowledgeable creativity and leadership among students. Now, therefore, on behalf of Ed Lawson, the mayor of the city of Sparks, Nevada, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2026 as Educator Appreciation Month.
Give us your name for the record and what your position is.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Manager. My name is Adam Mayberry. I wear a few hats, but today I am a proud trustee for the Washoe County School Board representing District F. District F is one of our at-large districts and includes all of the city of Sparks. So very grateful that you're recognizing our teachers, and we want to say to all of you, thank you for your support of public education in Washoe County. Many of you, all of you, attend many of our events, ribbon cuttings. You're in our classrooms reading to our students. You're celebrating our OTC students. In many cases, sometimes when board members aren't present. So that does not go unnoticed, and we appreciate that very much. It truly takes a village to educate 60,000 students and serve about 8,000 employees. And as far as our teachers, you know, they're the only individuals I know that get up at the crack of dawn and have to manage countless students, navigate curriculum, evolve with the changing technology and so on and so forth, and yet end the day as kind as they were at when they started the day. So thank you for recognizing all of them, and we appreciate your partnership and all that you do. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize Katie Simon Holland to my left, who is with Strengthen Your Community, Strengthen Our Community rather. As former county manager, has been a strong champion of public education in Washoe County and just a tremendous community leader. So thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations to our teachers. Thank you. Anything? Joe, you got anything? You got anything?
Yeah. You know, reading this, one of the things that kind of struck me was mentioning how it goes beyond just a school, beyond a classroom. And I think about, thinking about what this current role, and think about some of the people I influenced myself. I think of a previous city councilman and school board trustee, Mr. John Mayer, who was one of our educators. And, one of those people where, 31 years ago, I sat out there, my very first council meeting while John Mayer was my principal. He had worked his way up from being an educator. He had one of those individuals that had a large impact on our community. I just wanted to kind of give a shout out of, just one of the people that influenced me in this area that helped us get to where we're at as a whole community, from being on city council to being on the school board and later in life. So just shout out to John.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, Adam, let's get your picture taken for our millions of YouTubers. Thanks, Adam. Thank you. All right, Salvation Army Week. I know we got someone here for that. Man in uniform.
Yes, indeed.
Paul is going to read this for you, and then we'll have you give us your name and say a few words.
All right. Whereas the Salvation Army's only business in Nevada since 1864 is still human business undertaken with joy for the family of
Come
humankind
around behind here and take a picture if you want.
to the greater glory of God. And whereas through sound and innovative professional services, the Salvation Army serves the people of the city of Sparks with unshakable faith in the humanity, no matter how desperate the situation, and views all people as people with possibilities. And whereas the Salvation Army acts on behalf of all residents of Sparks with neither religious affiliation nor any other condition prerequisite, nor expecting any thanks, yet nonetheless welcoming the community support. Now therefore, Ed Lawson, Mayor of the City of Sparks, do hereby proclaim May 11th through the 17th as Salvation Army Week in the City of Sparks, and urge all citizens to join us in saluting the steadfast people who bind up the brokenhearted and renew the hearts of the community by their quiet service and compassion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Give us your name.
Thank you. Major Randy Hart, I'm the Northern Nevada Coordinator for the Salvation Army, and we truly love this community and we love our history here. National Salvation Army Week was declared in 1954 by Dwight D. Eisenhower after the immense body of work, not only in World War I, but specifically in World War II as well, not only with the work of our officers and donut girls behind enemy lines helping, but bedside letters with soldiers, being with them both when they're dying and also helping and supporting medical groups and teams. Also back home, we're a direct link from the battlefield to homes for so many families, helping those who lost soldiers in those conflicts as well, with social services and humanitarian efforts, spiritual Christian counseling for those who had lost soldiers and family members in those conflicts. And we continue to do so in every aspect we possibly can. We look to support and to help our communities here in Northern Nevada in any way we can, with disaster service help, with help in social services, and of course, those who are struggling in addiction. I'm very proud to say that in this last year also, we have, from 2025 and 2026, have graduated 11 chronically homeless individuals who are now not only working in the community, but are staying clean and sober and have found family, home, and community at the Salvation Army, in conjunction with everything else that happens, our work with veterans, and on and on and on. But we couldn't do it without the support of our government agencies and our community. You all walk alongside us as well, and you help us. So we are extremely honored that you have come to recognize this Salvation Army Week. Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you, City Council members, Attorney, as well as City Manager. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Let's get a picture.
All right.
There, sir.
What's that? Am I in the way? Wes is in the way.
And one more right here, please. Thank you. Fantastic.
Okay. Let's move on to 7.6. Thank you, Major. Proclamation for Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Do we have anyone here for that? Come on down. Have a seat. We'll read the proclamation and then we'll have you say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Whereas skin cancer impacts Nevadans across the state and increasing prevention, screening, and awareness of the risk factors can help reduce the number of cases and improve outcomes for those diagnosed. And whereas in Nevada in 2023, the latest year available data, there were 915 cases of melanoma, the deadliest of skin cancers, and residents in Washoe County had a melanoma rate more than twice that of the state as a whole. Whereas in Washoe County, melanoma rates have nearly tripled over the last decade. Whereas Nevada is one of the most at-risk states environmentally for skin cancers based on the number of sunny days year-round, as well as our high elevation, and whereas skin cancer impacts all Nevadans regardless of skin pigmentation or color, and disparities exist in the stage of diagnosis among persons with skin color, with persons with skin of color due to the lack of awareness. And whereas when melanoma is found in the earliest stages, it has a survival rate of 99%. And whereas agencies and individuals across Nevada are working together to increase awareness, provide education, encourage prevention, and promote accessible health care to reduce the prevalence of skin cancer throughout the state. Therefore, on behalf of Ed Lawson, Mayor of the City of Sparks, we hereby proclaim the month of May as Skin Cancer Awareness Month. And that's it. I thought we had a closing sentence on that.
So give us your name for the record.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Grocki. I'm with Nevada Cancer Coalition, and I'm the Community Engagement Manager. We're a statewide nonprofit, and we do all things cancer-related. I just want to thank all of you, Mayor Lawson, City Council members. Thank you so much for the proclamation and for declaring it Skin Cancer Awareness Month. It's so important to recognize that and to spread awareness of skin cancer. I do want to do a quick plug. We do have an event this Thursday at the Reno Public Market from 3:30 to 7. We are hosting our 3rd annual Biggest Little Skin Check Clinic. It's 100% free, no cost. So we do encourage all community members, whether Sparks or Reno, to please attend. We are partnering with local dermatologists to perform skin checks. So we're really excited. And thank you all so much for the skin check proclamation.
Any questions?
I have just one comment. Thank you so much for being here. Those are shocking statistics. I mean, I knew our elevation on the number of sunny days that we were higher, but to look at how high and to look at Washoe County is really shocking. And I know that I have been more diligent coming from my Irish fair skin and hair background and having some skin cancers. My mom had some, my dad, not serious, but catching it early, how important it is, and doing those checkups to just stay ahead of it. It is just so important. So anything we can do to help increase that awareness that everybody needs to get checked. And I love that you're doing an event. So hopefully we get more people checked because it is so preventable if you catch it early. But thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you. Let's get a picture with Julie. Okay, it's time for your exercise, boys.
I think I'm maintaining this physique.
Yeah.
Not if I go to the gym, that's.
Thank you so much for being here. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's move on to consent item. And I just said item. Anyone wish to pull a consent item? If not, I'm looking for a motion. Mr. Anderson.
I move to approve consent item 8.1 as submitted.
Mr. Rodriguez. Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. General business 9.1, consideration, discussion, of possible confirmation of the mayor's appointment of one planning commissioner to serve on the Truckee Meadows Regional Planning Commission for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2026 and ending June 30th, 2029 from the following pool of applicants listed in alphabetical order: Carl Nieberling, Evan Pritsos, Mike Rawson, Ricky Rodriguez Elkins, and Steven Sperber. My choice and also the planning commission's choice was Steven Sperber. So we are looking for a comment or a motion. Mr. Abbott.
I move to confirm the mayor's appointment of Steven Sperber to the Truckee Meadows Regional Planning Commission for a 3-year term beginning July 1st, 2026 and ending June 30th, 2029.
Ms. Vanderwell.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. 9.2, consideration, discussion, of possible approval of resolution number 3486, establishing the City of Sparks Safety Task Force. Now you get to use your speech.
No. No. Maybe. No. I'm a safety professional, so of course I have a PowerPoint.
Getting that open full screen?
I'm sorry.
Do you need help getting that open full screen? Or are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
okay.
Like up on the.
I'll get it up there. No,
Oh,
just-
yeah, I think I'm good then. Just
You're
at
good?
5. Yeah, thank you. Right. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, Mayor, council members. I'm Kyle Ellis, the Safety Coordinator for Community Services Department. I'm in front of you today to discuss a resolution and for your approval for the City of Sparks Safety Task Force. Again, safety guy, gotta have quizzes. So here we go. Pop quiz for all of you. About how many Americans are treated in emergency departments each year for injuries related to holiday decorating? 15,000. I'm seeing a bunch of head nods. Seems staggering, right? It is staggering. I only bring this up because we like to use analytics. We like to use data, and that is a big driving force in how safety professionals make their decisions. It is also a very important reminder that safety just does not end in the workplace. We do take this stuff home. So the purpose of the Safety Task Force is to strengthen the culture within the City of Sparks. We already do have established safety committees within the departments. Right now, we are looking for the Safety Task Force to improve coordination and communication between those safety committees. As mentioned before, data tells a story. Trainings and safety messages will be based on the data collected. And to promote safety awareness on topics that are relatable to both our employees and the public. So as far as membership representation goes, I'm not gonna read all these squares for you, but as you can see, we do have a wide range of representation throughout the areas of the city. This does allow more insight to effective decision-making that will enhance safety for the City of Sparks. So the vision of a strong safety culture, we do anticipate employees being able to, or being more comfortable to approach their supervisors if they have any safety issues or any hazards they discover. As a result, we'd love to see the employees and the supervisors work collaboratively to develop a solution. Instead of just holding meetings as a formality, we would take that data that is shared among the Safety Task Force to develop safety trainings that are unique to each representative department. And enhancing the safety culture will ultimately lead to a safer work environment, which does increase morale. So, what would the typical operation of the Safety Task Force look like? Well, we would meet quarterly where the task force will review the data collected from the respective department safety committees. This data is then analyzed to determine the who, what, when, where, but most importantly, the why these incidents and these accidents do occur. The task force would also review workers' compensation trends and vehicle data. And finally, Based on the outcome of the meetings, the Safety Task Force would recommend training specific to the discovered needs of each department. If the resolution were to pass today, we can anticipate other advantages, such as drafting safety policies as deficiencies are discovered, proposing solutions to reduce injuries and incidents, creating and distributing quarterly safety newsletters. This is kind of my favorite piece of it. This is when we get a little bit more fun with it, actually share what we're passionate about. So with the employees, we'll put information on the safety topic of the quarter, trends on injuries, not just within the city, but as a nation as a whole, kind of make it more eye-opening so we can address it before it gets us. Employee recognition for safe acts, tips for staying safe at home. Speaking of staying safe at home, we deliver safety messages to the public. An example might be Christmas is coming up or the holidays are coming up. How can we stay safe on a ladder? So a nice little public outreach there. And finally, the Safety Task Force would also help our department stay consistent with safety policies and expectations. So for resolution number 3486, the Safety Task Force will allow the City of Sparks to enhance a safety culture that will improve consistency while increasing safety awareness and decreasing injuries and incidents. With all that being said, staff recommends to approve the resolution for the City of Sparks Safety Task Force. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Questions from the council? I don't see any.
Okay.
That was an awesome presentation. You
Oh,
don't get
thank
any
you.
questions.
All right. Got ahead of
Okay,
it.
well then I'm looking for a motion. Ms. Vanderwell.
I move to approve Resolution 3486, establishing the City of Sparks Safety Task Force.
Mr. Anderson.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any further discussion? I have one quick question.
Yes, sir.
How do you report near misses?
You know, I don't like that definition. A near
either. I
miss,
don't
when you
like that
break
word.
down the definition, it's not a miss. It's just in the safety profession, that's what they have used as something that almost happened that was unwanted. And so I would like to see that word changed in the safety profession, but that's just how they go about it.
Okay, because
Yeah.
a near miss in an airplane
I know an airplane near miss.
Yes.
is a lot different than we're having a near miss in an automobile. I mean, they consider an airplane and automobiles going opposite directions. Those are near misses by
Right.
definition for airplanes. So I'm just curious as to how we define that. and
Yes.
How do we report it?
No, I've been asked that multiple times. In layman's terms, it's more going to be just, oh, I almost got hurt, or, oh, this almost happened. What are we going to do to address it so this doesn't occur again?
All right.
Thank you for the question.
Well, so now you have questions.
Now I have.
Yes.
Yeah, you made me start thinking. So I was just curious.
Did we do that?
Yeah, I was, yeah. I was just curious, do we currently have in place a stop work authority procedure or policy?
Thank you for that question. It's a very good question. In fact, I want to give some kudos to the treatment plant. They have been actually pushing something that I think is going to be something that's going to be a program that the Safety Task Force and the other departments should follow. I would be more than happy if anybody's willing to come down and talk about it. But we definitely, they are working on something for sure. And it's a great program from the looks of it.
Yeah, the company I work for implemented a couple of years ago, and it's awkward. I mean, I'll be honest, there are times when a supervisor manager calls someone to take on a role, and for the employee to say, I don't feel safe doing this, I think it's going to be an injury, an accident, whatever's going to happen here, the potential's too great, that they actually have the authority. In fact, it's not authority, but the responsibility
Absolutely.
of
Yes.
ending the task. So
Yes.
just something to consider.
Oh, I know. Full support of that. Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's life first and the other things we can address later. So if we could stop it and get ahead of it, then absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Any more discussion? Please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
9.3, consideration, discussion, and possible acceptance of a grant from Travel Nevada in the amount of $25,785 to support the Celebrate Sparks event and mural project.
Good afternoon, Mayor Lawson and council members. I'm Raquel Montserrat, and your Special Events Supervisor in Parks and Recreation. Today, we're here to request your approval of a grant from Travel Nevada in the amount of $25,785 to support the Celebrate Sparks event and mural project. The City of Sparks Parks and Recreation Department continues to apply for opportunities for funding for art programs and special events in the City of Sparks, offering artists the opportunity to showcase their work to the public and to support working artists. This mural project and the Celebrate Sparks event is in conjunction with the America 250 campaign, celebrating America's 250th birthday. The Celebrate Sparks event and the mural will honor Sparks' history and the city's contribution to building the American West. The event will take place on June 27th from 4 to 10 p.m. at the Tony Armstrong Amphitheater and will include a mural unveiling, live music, food trucks, vendors, Sparks history tours in partnership with the Sparks Heritage Museum. Travel Nevada has generously provided financial support of $25,785 for this project with a required one-to-one match. The City of Sparks' match can include cash or in-kind support for the program. Staff recommends acceptance of the grant, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions from the council? Got one?
I know you can't, it'll be a surprise when the mural's unveiled. Can you share who the artist is? How many you had apply and then who you chose for the artist for the mural?
Yeah, so I believe we had around 16 or 17 applications for the mural. The artist chosen was Jamie Vinsek. She is an Ely resident, and she'll actually be here on Sunday to get started on that mural. But yes, we're keeping it a secret until the day of the event.
Okay, anyone else? All right, I'm looking for a motion. Mr. Abbott.
I move to accept the grant from Travel Nevada in the amount of $25,785 to support the Celebrate Sparks event and mural project in 2026.
Mr. Rodriguez.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. 9.4, thanks, Raquel. Consideration discussion of possible approval of a consulting agreement AC 6194 for final design and engineering services during the construction with Stantec Consulting Services and the City of Reno for the Truckee Meadows Water Reclamation Facility Gas Conditioning System Improvements Project in the amount of $655,138, with Sparks share being $205,516.79.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. My name is Amy Egan. I'm the Assistant Treatment Plant Manager. I'm here today seeking approval for a consulting agreement for the final design and engineering services during construction with Stantec Consulting Services for our gas conditioning system. Tumwater's gas conditioning system was built in 2013. This system treats biogas generated from the incoming wastewater to use in boilers, heating equipment, and the cogeneration system. Tumwater does not have a natural gas connection, so we rely solely upon gas from the system for facility heating and hot water. Gas conditioning also sends gas to our cogeneration engine, which generates nearly 1 megawatt of energy and saves more than $400,000 per year on energy costs. Stantec previously completed the design of improvements to the system, which includes redundant systems for cooling the gas to prevent system shutdowns, bypass piping to keep the system operational during maintenance, and improvements to increase maintenance and safety. However, based on recent observations and testing, it is recommended to add these to final design services to incorporate additional improvements not previously identified. This agreement will provide those needed additional design services, design drawings, a cost estimate, assistance and support during the bidding process, as well as engineering services during the actual construction of the project. A recent risk ranking of infrastructure projects placed this project as number 3. This has been approved in the fiscal 26 budget. Staff recommends approval of this agreement. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions from the council? Well, okay. Great presentation, Amy.
Thank you.
All right, I'm looking for a motion then. Mr. Anderson.
I move to approve the consulting agreement AC 6194 for final design engineering services during construction with Stan Tech Consulting Services and the City of Reno for the Truckee Meadows Water Reclamation Facility Gas Conditioning System Improvements Project in the amount of $655,138, with Spark share being $205,516.79.
Ms. Spivey.
I will second that motion.
We got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Thanks, Amy. 9.5, consideration, discussion, possible approval for the purchase of 2 Caterpillar 930 wheel loaders in the amount of $576,147, utilizing the OMNIA contract 99 SWC-NV 24-20894.
Good afternoon, Mayor and council members. My name is Casey Bond. I'm the Assistant Public Works Manager. Today, staff is requesting approval to purchase 2 Caterpillar 930 wheel loaders in the amount of $576,147. The funding for these machines was approved as part of the FY26 CIP Fleet Replacement Program. These machines are an integral part of the city maintenance fleet and are multifunctional. They are used for snow removal, street maintenance, drainage maintenance, emergency cleanups, and many other operations throughout the city. Approval of this item aligns with our goal to right-size our fleet. These 2 machines would replace 5 units that are between 25 and 42 years old and are at the end of their service life. These purchases will also be a step towards our fleet commonality goal, which helps maximize safety and efficiency while minimizing operating costs through shared training programs, machine characteristics, maintenance procedures, and parts inventory. Staff recommends the purchase of these 2 wheel loaders. Happy to answer any questions.
Questions from the council? Only 42 years old?
Only 42
We can't
years
get
old.
another 42 out of it?
No, we try.
I'd say it's about time. Okay, then I'm looking for a motion. Anybody? Mr. Abbott.
I move to approve the purchase of 2 Caterpillar 930s wheel loaders utilizing Omnia contract 99 SWC-NV 24-20894 in the amount of $576,147.
Mr. Anderson.
Second the motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. 9, thank you, Casey. Consideration, discussion, and possible approval of the purchase of 16 police patrol vehicles in the amount of $1,303,859.49, utilizing state contract 99 SWCS 3135. Mark Anderson.
Sir, as you said, Mark Anderson, Public Works Manager. With how well Casey described our fleet corrections that we're trying to do right now, this will be short and sweet. Working with the police chief and his team, Mike Flanner, the garage liaison, Casey, and our partner Corwin Ford, we are working on sourcing and correcting our police fleet as far as how it's used, how it's replaced, and when it gets replaced. So working with them, we are trying to source 16 police vehicles to make sure that they have the tools they need to perform their function. The total bill is $1.3 million, and this is scattered between FY26 and FY27. So this is part of our plan as making sure that we can provide the services that our citizens need. I want to thank the police chief for his help, his team's help. They made sure that we got the spec we need. These vehicles will come from Corwin Ford complete. They will not have to go out for any other service. They will not have to go out for any other upfitting. They will come to us. We will stick a number on the side and they will drive them out. They are right now scheduled to be built in June, which means they'll make it to the vendor for upfitting hopefully early July and be on the road early next fiscal year. We are recommending the approval of this purchase, and with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
So we're going to be all Ford Explorers?
Well, this is a purchase of 12 police interceptors, which are Ford Explorers, and 4 F-150 responders.
Good. Mr. Rodriguez?
Thank you, Mayor. No doubt, I know our officers do need more vehicles on the road, 100%. But with the fire season coming up, can you kind of give like a snapshot into like how with the money that we're looking and putting into this, can you give us a snapshot of how our fire department brush trucks with the upcoming fire season might be? If we could, I know you oversee that, so.
Yeah,
just for the public.
right now, I don't have it with me exactly, but I'll tell you that our brush truck proper, so all of them that are designated brush trucks are operational and in the fire department's hands. We do have Patrol 21 in our shop right now for a tire issue, and also one of their rear compartment doors has a alarm that says it's open when it's not. So once that's adjusted, that one will be back to them. It should be back to them by the end of tomorrow with 6 new tires put on it, so it's ready to go.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So Mark, we're purchasing 16. Is that replacing the oldest in our fleet or adding to it? And I thought in my pre-briefing, you talked about we have always estimated at how many years a police vehicle will last us, and they don't last as long as we anticipate. So we're adjusting that. So is it an addition of 16 or is that replacement of ones we have?
Thank you for the question. Right now, it is not an additional. It is replacement for a number of our vehicles, but it is our oldest vehicles. And this will put us on the track to put us on a 6-year refresh rate. For the past decade and a half, we've been on a 10-year refresh rate, so replacing vehicles every 10 years. For us, that's for our police department, that's anywhere from 150 to 180,000 miles. That's a lot of miles on a cop car. They tend to wear them out pretty hard. So this will put us hopefully into the 120,000 mile range to where they're not suffering breakdowns, they're not suffering any catastrophic failures. One thing I did mention in the staff report is that all the police interceptors, so the Explorers as the mayor called them, are hybrids. And this is a goal to help us mitigate the idle. So right now, with the emissions and what's required for vehicles, oil's getting lighter. And they don't idle, the vehicles don't idle as well. It wears the motor more. So these right here, they won't have to idle, they will shut down, but keep their MDCs and all their other electronic components running.
Clever. Good thinking, chief. Oh, that was Mark? I figured. I'm just kidding.
This started during COVID when we put in our first order for hybrids, and this is the first time.
It makes a lot of sense. If you ever done a ride along, that car engine never shuts off.
Yes.
So, all right. Also, this is off the subject, but I want to commend you and your staff for the auction. I got a phone call, 2 phone calls from Steven Stremmel over at Stremmel Auctions. How wonderful it was to work with our people, how cooperative and accommodating. And he said he sees the passion in your people like we saw today and what they love about this city. So that starts at the top. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, with that, then I'm looking for a motion. Ms. Vanderwell.
Move to approve the purchase of 16 police patrol vehicles utilizing state contract 99 SW CS 3135 in the amount of $1,303,859.49.
Ms. Bybee.
I'll second that motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please vote. Motion carries unanimously. Thanks, Mark. And oh, by the way, how much money did we raise, Mark, from that auction?
Right at 270, 270,000.
270,000 from old equipment we can't use anymore to make more space in the yard. That's good, efficient government in my mind.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, number 10, public hearing and action items unrelated to planning and zoning. There is none. Planning and zoning public hearings, action item, there is none. Comments from the public, Madam Clerk. We have any public comment? Announcements from the mayor, city council, city manager. Mr. Manager?
Yeah, just a big thank you to our Public Works team. I think council did a great job of saying that, but they do yeoman's work behind the scenes with, as everyone indicated, limited staff, but really produce phenomenal results. So the community should be proud, council should be proud, and I know I am. So big thanks to that team.
I never get calls praising what we do at the city, so when we get those calls praising what our employees do, because I know how hard you work, that makes me very, very proud. So thank you for that. Anyone else? What comments from the council? You got anything?
No.
Donald? City attorney. He wasn't on the list, but we're going to make an exception.
Hey, so just congratulations to Jessica Coberly, who had her baby early this morning, almost a 10-pound baby boy. So congrats to Jessica and Ian.
Yeah, that kid's come out ready to play football.
Yeah, he's ready.
Well, congratulations to her. All right, with that, then we are adjourned.